Discretion is advised.
Previously on Paranormal Encounters.
Now, this was one of the big tragedies in Dr. Hendrickson's life, is that he was a doctor, a man of medicine, but he couldn't save his own daughter's life.
I'm not in there.
Dude, someone should have said that's the Reverend.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the show. Once again, thank you for coming to our theater tonight. Have an enjoyable evening.
Are any of you guys using our walkie-talkies?
You guys making them make noise? Can you make the walkie-talkies beep?
Whoa, what camera?
You're using it. He's gonna be talking.
Hello?
Oh my god.
No.
That's recording.
They say that all the world's a stage. We are all actors, you and I, in a play which no one wrote and which no one will see. We have no audience but ourselves. They say the good die young, but not always. The wicked prevail, but not consistently. We are confused by life and feel safe within the confines of the theater. Death is just the last scene of the last act.
What are the claims of the hauntings that are taking place here at the Crump Theatre?
People would feel like they were talking to someone down in the dressing rooms. I think that was about the first thing. Lots of times up on the balcony, people will, the paranormal groups will be sitting there resting and something will hit them on the shoulder, and they'll look back and maybe there's a little nickel lying there or something like that they think has been thrown at them. And I've seen some pictures taken where it was just a couple of transparent bodies sitting right on these two chairs side by side. You could see trousers, legs, and you could see shoes and the whole thing. I have that at home on a picture that they had taken a long time ago. Then I think a lot of times we've heard about the group that went in, where the one fellow went in to where the black people had to sit, and saw a black man with a brown suit, a brown hat, and the girl came in behind him and she saw him too, and the black man turned around and went back into a storage room. And when they followed him in there, when they got there, he was just a half a man and disappeared before their eyes.
And that's in the segregation room?
Yes, that's a segregation room, and across, there's an aisleway across, and there's a storage room on this side up there, and that's where the man went last and disappeared. And somehow, recently, they've been hearing a little girl's voice every now and then in the auditorium. my daughter-in-law was in here taking pictures for some senior photos, and I had told her about hearing the little girl. So as she got ready to leave, she said, "Well, I'm leaving now, little girl. Bye-bye." And she heard the little girl's voice giggle.
The Crump Theatre was built and opened October 30th, 1889 by Civil War soldier John S. Crump. It was originally opened as an opera and theatrical performing theater. It had an underground tunnel that led to the Hotel the Belvedere, in which John Crump remodeled. This brought the city of Columbus, Indiana as an attraction hotspot. It is said to be the first theater of its kind to show a motion picture in the 20th century. Today the theater sits abandoned as the oldest theater still standing in the entire state of Indiana. We're here to investigate claims of the paranormal. Disembodied voices, disembodied music, strange apparitions appear in the segregation room, and a little girl who is believed to play in the halls. Tonight, we find out if the show still goes on here at the Crump Theatre on tonight's episode of Paranormal Encounters. On tonight's episode of Paranormal Encounters, we bring in special guest investigators to help us conduct our overnight, as well as perform our first time ever done spirit box session with the former director of the Crump, Rovene Quigley, as she hangs her keys to the building forever. The following clip that is about to play is an EVP captured by one of our guest investigators, David Seacrest. He captured this clip in a segregation room after showing a friend around the building late at night.
And Gary and I were up in the projector room, and he's messing around with the projector, and I pick up this.
They had, I'm sorry, go ahead. No. They had, back when the Crump,
After hearing the unnerving voice clip David had captured in the segregation room, Connor and I decided to start our investigation in the same location to try and communicate with the man who is said to have died of a heart attack in the theater. Further details to follow.
You communicated with me a year ago when I was in this room. Can you come back through there? Were you treated unfairly in the segregation room?
Can you maybe talk about why you liked coming to this theater?
Did it bring joy to you?
Dancing? Dancing? Dancing?
Did you enjoy the dancing in this theater?
Did you come here alone or with family? Don't be shy. We're not here to hurt you or to be mean or anything like that. We just want to talk to you. Art? Is that your name, or is that why you were here? It sounded like the same voice from earlier, huh?
Do you remember who I am? I stood right where I'm at right now and talked to you a year ago. Do you remember me?
I'm going to put this EMF detector over by that over there, and if you are anywhere near it, maybe you can make it go off for us. Just so we know if you're here or not.
We later discovered that a man had indeed died of a supposed heart attack during his attempt to fix the furnace. But did he really have a heart attack, or could he have possibly choked and died from soot inhalation in the furnace as he staggered to exit the theater? We asked because we then captured a voice which we believe to say "I choked" on our voice recorder.
At this point in the investigation, we brought in guest investigators Bill and James, who decided to conduct their own experimentation in the staged area in hopes of hearing the little girl who was believed to play in that location. Julie would take the segregation room alone while Monica and Zach and myself took the basement. Up the where? Up that thing? Where?
Up the tunnel?
Yeah, if you climb up that ladder on this side, you can actually get in the tunnel, I believe, is what David said. Right now we're down here in the basement, and we actually heard one of these baby carriers actually move. That was pretty loud, wasn't that?
Yeah. So I was over here, we were coming out of the tunnel, and I was a good, 25 feet away. You were sitting there right behind me. I don't even know what, I just moved.
Yeah, and it was pretty loud too. It wasn't like a faint sound. It was pretty loud.
Definitely like a heavy dragon.
Anyone here with us and want to talk to us, you go to those things on the table there. We'll be able to hear you. We'll be able to see if you're there, if you light that light up. If there's someone here. Is there anyone here with us?
Okay, so currently I am segregated in the segregation room, and I'm just trying to see if we can get anything up here with me by myself. It's super, super cold up here. If there's anyone up here, I would really appreciate your name. My name is Julie. Can you let me know you're here somehow?
Room with me that would like to communicate, maybe by yourself, now that there's no people in here. Maybe you're worried about people being in here or something and don't want to really talk to a big crowd. It's super, super cold in here. If there's anyone up here, I would really appreciate your name. My name is Julie. Can you let me know you're here somehow? signal 912.
If you want us to leave you alone, all you gotta do is light up this light right here in my hand. Just walk up to it. Can you help us out and let us know? Hey, it's going off. It just went off twice. Was that you? If that was you, you could do it again.
Just so we know.
Thank you.
We decided to head back up to the segregation room one last time to attempt a group spirit box session. What we were about to capture was unexpected.
Can you tell us what your name is, please?
Craig?
That's right, Craig or Greg.
Is your name Greg? This might be the last time you get visitors, so it'd be nice if you let us know if you're here. Thank you.
We can't say that what we captured on film was paranormal, but the timing, shape, and movement made us question its significance. When I asked if they can do something to let us know they were there, we got a strange glowing anomaly appear as the EMF spiked in automatic response to my question. Here's the playback in slow motion. You be the judge.
This might be the last time you get visitors, so it'd be nice if you let us know if you're here. Okay, can you shut it off for a second? I'm going to do playback on this and see if we can get anything. Turn my recorder off.
Although we had nothing really significant happen to this point in our investigation. As every seasoned investigator knows, you don't always get something every time, and we wanted to bring this to light, because it's not common for a film documentation to express that publicly. However, we all had some interesting responses and personal experiences. We came with hopes of finding paranormal, and came out with a newfound knowledge of such rich history. Our investigation concluded with the first ever spirit box session with the now former director of the Crump Theatre, Rovene Quigley, and this final event to take place in this historical landmark. As the saying goes, the show must go on.
Are you people that stay at the Crump all the time listening to us tonight? Should I go on?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, you know, if you are listening, how you feel about the way we've been taking care of the Crump for the last 11 years. I think you've been a help to me, and I just wonder, you know, if I'm really planning to retire at the 1st of January, and I just wonder, do you think that will change anything down here? Will you still be happy here? Do you think the other people will bug you more than me? You think they'll bug you less than me? Maybe I've been mean to you, have I? Have I been mean to you? What do you think will happen if they tear the building down like some of them are suggesting?
What's that?
I heard some.
Hear that? Some of that's radio noise right there.
Is that you speaking?
Are there more of you here listening than just one? That sounded like 3 people. Are there more here? Do you think I should do something to keep the old building here like it is?
Do you know any of our names in this room?
Is the little girl that's sometimes here, is she here tonight?
Does that normally happen, Rovene? The lights dimmed and like went back when you were asking about the little girl?
Which lights?
Just the light. I was looking at that white pole right there and the lights just like dimmed and went back.
I wonder if something walked in front of it down here by the table.
Can you dim
those it's coming from this light right here on the table.
Huh.
Something could have walked in front of it and blocked the light.
There's nothing out here to walk.
Was that you that we saw out there?
Do you feel threatened by us?
Does it bother you that there's so many people are listening?
I couldn't make it out.
I don't know if it's radio or what. Sounds like that's the radio right there.
So that was you. Can you repeat yourself? So we can understand a little better?
Could you say that again?
You can ask questions. You can ask questions if you want. Do you have any questions for me?
Can't think of any. You know, it might be a good idea. Maybe putting a electric magnetic field detector up and seeing if we can get to manipulate it.
It just won't stop. Like right now, it stopped when I had it out here. Yeah, but once you bring it back
down. Are you going to talk to us anymore?
Can I turn this heater off?
Okay.
Just while we're in here.
Well, there's a lot of electromagnetic field down here, so it's not going to even turn.
It's fine now.
That's weird. I wonder if this one's
not going to even turn.
It's fine now.
That's weird. I wonder if this one's picking up the same.
Even turn.
Weird. I wonder if this one's picking up the same. Weird. Or if this one's picking up the same.
Those that know her call her the Queen of the Crump.
Mrs. Rovene Quigley has run the day-to-day operations of the historic Crump Theatre in downtown Columbus for the last 11 years.
And today she walked away from what she's always considered a labor of love. But I got to sit down with Ms. Rovene in her theater before she turned into keys.
They think I hang the toilet paper.
Ms. Rovene Quigley is 85 years old and fast. You try to keep up with her.
Would you like to hear what I've done to this place?
For the last 11 years, she's volunteered her time to be the everything person for the Crump. Built in the late 1800s, it was originally an opera house, then movie theater. It had been shut down for 4 years when Ms. Rovene offered to help open it back up in 2002 and never left.
I said the first thing I want to do is to redo all the electric in here. And I said I want enough power on that stage to run rock and roll bands, and that was my smart move.
A move that would open up a sweet spot for the Crump. Ms. Rovene invited a young musician to take the stage during a yard sale she was having to raise money for the theater.
He brought his band. Well, I sold $1 worth. A crappy sweater was the whole thing I sold off of the tables up front. But I had 200 kids show up that Saturday afternoon. I said, we're on to something. How about doing one on Saturday night?
And one night, Ms. Rovene's smart move would bring worldwide attention to the Crump. John Mellencamp performed the Crump in 2008 as part of a series where big stars returned to where they began. Turns out the singer had played the venue as a boy. Rovene remembers getting the theater ready for that show.
I was putting that plywood back behind those at 10 o'clock at night before John Mellencamp was coming the next night. So I do a lot of work myself.
It's work that she loves. She's painted, gotten chairs for the balcony and made it usable again, brought the building up to fire code, she books the entertainment, even works concessions. As a licensed electrician, renovator of homes, and former head of the Arts Council, the Crump is a combination of everything she loves.
There is not another place in this town that attracts young people. And I point that out to him every chance I get. Please quit trying to make this for the blue-haired ladies. They've already got Millrace Center and the Commons. They do not need the Crump.
She feels strongly about the Crump and how it will be successful again. But with bills mounting and the cost of renovation estimated in the millions, Ms. Rovene is stepping aside for what she calls a new generation of leadership.
The seats were much closer together, I think, even.
When asked what she'll miss most about the Crump?
Oh, the contact with the people, of course.
But she won't be sitting around idle.
I'm pretty active. I'm going to keep on dancing, hopefully.
If you had a dream list of people you'd like to see on the stage here, who would it be? Your top two.
Can I say Robin Thicke and Miley?
Paranormal Encounters was honored to have held the last event and filming in this historic gem. We would like to thank and dedicate this episode to the driving force who was responsible for everything that came in and out of this theater the last 11 years. Rovene Quigley, you are the star. Thank you.